Hey there, guys and gals. Welcome back to Tales from the Flip Side. This is our Dieselpunk Game Night episode. And on this episode, we are going to review Kill Dr. Lucky. And we're going to do that right now. All right, we are back, guys.
He looks like Albert Einstein.
He does. Actually, he looks like a good friend of mine from Huntsville, Alabama, Dr. Osborne. You may have seen him at some of the cons. He's a magician friend of mine. He does a medicine show pitch, and he does balloon animals for kids and whatnot. Really cool. But this is Kill Dr. Lucky. And before we talk about this game, we want to make sure that you guys click subscribe, post a comment, and we are going to draw a random winner for this game. So one of you out there...
This game looks like a lot of fun, so definitely enter for the drawing.
Yeah. So this is a game, in full disclosure, provided to us for review by Cheap Ass Games, which I love their games.
Ever.
Yeah, they started out being a game company where you had to print out your own material. They sent you a CD, or you could download it from the internet, and you had to print it out yourself and use your own components. But they've upgraded over the last few years, and some of my favorite games right now are published by them. In particular, Unexploded Cow, which is a ridiculous game, and it's so much fun. I highly recommend it. But Kill Dr. Lucky.
Can we just start with how this box looks like one of those old-timey cigar boxes?
Yes.
I love it. It's so cool.
Yes.
For those younger than me out there, cigar boxes used to look like this. Okay.
Well, they still do. But most people aren't buying the full box anymore.
Yeah.
You go into a cigar shop, and you're going to see a box that looks very much like this. This game is, in essence, how I described it, is the steampunk prequel to Clue.
And I would 100% agree with that. I think it absolutely is. And it seems it's got a fairly simple premise, and the rules I felt were very easy to follow. But I play a lot of board games, so I might have a problem.
When I took this out and I looked at the rules. By the way, the rules and information look like an old printing press newspaper. That you would find during the Victorian era.
I really like it. I feel like they committed to it.
Yeah, they really did. And James Ernst is the creator of this game. He creates most of the cheap-ass games. And
I feel like we're insulting them, but it's their name.
No, they're awesome. I love cheap-ass games. And we're going to review more in the next couple of episodes. But
the core of this game starts with our very esteemed friend, Dr. Lucky. Played by this urn.
I can't decide if it looks like an urn or a chess piece.
And as you go through the game, as the name will suggest to you, your goal is to kill him.
Yes.
But it's not as simple as that. There's some parameters to that. You have to be alone in a room with him. Nobody else can witness the killing. So if they have a line of sight to you, you can't do it. And then if you attempt the murder, the other players start playing as Dr. Lucky's luck, and they get to try to make sure he doesn't die and thwart you.
And where does the pet token?
So the pets come in as a little bit, if you want to add some difficulty to it. There's 2 pet options. There's his loyal dog, who will not leave his side and will freak out if anything happens to him. And then his cat, whom, let me make sure I get this right, he is aloof but adorable. So he's in a room.
He's a cat.
But nobody can see out of that room except for Dr. Lucky. So he adds a little more movement kind of parameters to it, whereas the dog just loses his mind.
So
in true dog and cat.
We'll show the board game here in just a minute, but before we do that, we've got the character cards, and these are all. Ooh, I love Faye Chanceworthy, the lover.
And they're double-sided, so you can play one or the other.
Ooh, Proximo Domingo, the banker. Although he looks like a boxer.
Ooh, whoever smelt it, dealt it. That's for sure.
I can't pronounce Augustin. Is that right? Augustin, yeah.
Yeah.
Augustin Orange.
Skeeter Hopkins. I love these names.
News Macaulay. Great illustrations.
Yeah.
Stax McCracken.
Yeah! That's a very manly name.
Look. Anybody who wears a smoking jacket and a fez with a walking stick is I'm going to be like in tune with him. And on the back, the celebrity, Janet Principal.
Like her.
Yes.
She's got herself a bow.
Fauntleroy Shazbaz.
These names are amazing. They make you feel like you're part of, like, the world. It's very... I like that with a game. It's very intuitive.
Yeah,
like Mumford Consequence.
Oh, Mumford Consequence. I love it. So it comes with these cards. These are the action cards. And by the draw, it determines what happens.
If you failed the killing, if it was blocked, how the point system are managed. But these are basically, a lot of these cards are Dr. Lucky's luck. And
yes.
So this is where, when a murder attempt is made, how you go about playing to thwart it so you yourself can do the murder on your own terms.
So we've got move cards that tell you to move to which room.
We've got the failure cards, which discuss how the murder could have been blocked in some way. So, for example, this one is Dr. Lucky's jacket conceals a well-positioned pack of playing cards. So that knife didn't quite go in.
Oh, I love this. Weapon, crepe pan.
Yes.
Or hard candy. Hard candy is
amazing.
A weapon. Civil War cannon, that's going to kill him for sure. Yeah.
But it all has points levels, so each weapon has a certain amount of points. Each failure has points that it'll reflect against. So it comes down to a point-based system.
Yes.
But as you go through the game, as attempts are made, Dr. Lucky's luck lowers and lowers until it runs out. So the more attempts made, the more vulnerable he comes. And that's how you can
kill
get in there
Dr.
and
Lucky.
Kill Dr. Lucky.
So if you ever wanted to know what happened before Clue starts,
this is the game for
This
you.
is the game. So let's talk about the board game.
Yeah.
We're just going to or the game
handout.
board. Well, no, we're just going to lift it up. We're just going to lift it up because it has a very similar style to Clue. And you've got all of the different rooms. And, like Raven was saying, that, when you kill him, you have to be in the same room, and there can't be a direct line of sight to somebody else.
So, like, if I was in the parlor and somebody was in the billiard room, technically they would have a line of sight through these open doors, so I couldn't make a kill attempt.
Right.
So that's where the line of sight can be a little tricky.
And so Dr. Lucky moves around the board. You kind of chase him, and the move cards are going to determine what room you go to. Mm-hmm. So there's a little bit of that chance happening to get you closer to him. So a lot of variables there. But here's what I love about this, is that when you want to play a completely different game, you just
turn the board
turn the board over, and it's a different layout.
Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, I think one side has a few more rooms than the other as well. So if you've got more players, you play on the side with more rooms.
Yeah.
If you've got fewer, you play on the side with less rooms. There's a lot of customability in there.
Well, and look at this. Do you notice this? These are actually two separate maps.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got one here and one here, and they don't connect.
The reality is you could play this game with
three different
maps.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I like it.
Yeah, I love that idea, and love the flexibility in that.
And I love that they didn't go with fancy, like 3D printed people game pieces. I like that they're just the little, sorry kind of things.
They are wood meeples.
Yes. It feels very authentic. I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
It's a very cool game that I highly suggest everybody check out.
Yeah, and now
or you should just comment and win it, and then you'll have it for free.
That's right. That's right. And now that we've talked about it, I really want to play it even more.
I know.
And because in our household, Clue is a big favorite.
See, and I had said, I was telling John here right before this, I know Clue. I've seen the movie. I know.
Great movie.
I grew up. I know Clue. But I've never actually played Clue. I play Betrayal and House on the Hill. I play Mansions of Madness. I play a lot of games like Clue, but I've never actually played Clue.
So Clue is like, think about it almost like social deduction, but with hard evidence clues given.
Yeah.
And you have to keep track, and then, anyway, it's a classic for a reason. It's a great game, but this is a little bit more advanced. It's on a little bit more the complexity level is a little bit higher.
It's got a little bit more immediate competition.
Yes.
Than Clue does. So if you're the kind of person who can fight with your friends a little in a board game and then have a good laugh after, good game. If you're the kind of person who throws the table when you lose at Monopoly, take a breath. It's a game.
yeah. So anyway, that is our review of Dr. Lucky. I highly recommend it. The aesthetics, the artwork, the quality of the components, and the cards, the stock, everything is just top notch. And I think this is a game that you could probably introduce to your non-gamer friends.
Yeah.
Your casual game friends, and they'll enjoy it. And you can start off with maybe one of the smaller maps to have a faster game, and then move on from there. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun for a lot of people. Cheap Ass Games has not let me down yet, and I don't think they have with this. This is a smash hit. They hit it out of the park. And, since this came out, there's been some subsequent games. There's a card game just called Get Lucky, which I haven't checked out yet. It's on my queue. I love card games. I love small games that you can throw in a backpack and take with you on the road or to a con. And then there's another one called Save Dr. Lucky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I like that too.
So, yeah.
I like games with ongoing themes and characters, so.
The Dr. Lucky franchise. Check it out. Kill Dr. Lucky from Cheap Ass Games. And make sure you post a comment, click subscribe so that you can be entered in our drawing to win.
That's the way to do it.
That's it for us, guys. Until the next time, we'll catch you on the flip side.